Good morning. Happy Thursday, August 28th, 2025. I'm your guest host, Nikkia Dollar in Huntsville, Alabama, for your Pivot Shift Ahead morning mastermind. Thank you for everyone who participated actively in the pre-show. That is now a podcast. You're welcome to pop over to Spotify and listen to previous recordings of the pre-show. And as always, we're going to start the day with Tell Me Something Good. And yet, I'm going to give you a preview of what our topic is. I'm a book nerd, and yes, I've brought another book. It's not specifically real estate related, but it's related to what it is that we do. And a great segue from our pre-show. We're talking about the Go-Giver. All right. Specifically, I'm going to talk about one of the laws, but I'll get into that later. If you've got a copy, go grab it, flip it to page 123. And first, we're going to go through our Tell Me Something Goods. Miss Celeste, did you want to tell us something good?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nikkia. You're doing an awesome job this morning in in following with the pre-show. My something good is I'm in a new city and I knew not one person. I've been here like 2 months. So my something good is I stepped out. I went to my first chamber meeting. I decided to talk about my side hustle, which is being a health coach, because the presentation was being done by a realtor, of course. So I wanted to do something different. That attracted a lot of people to me. In the interim, what I decided to do was create my own space, like Bree spoke about, to create that culture at my table and to help. And so when people ask me what I do, I say I help busy people get healthy. But at the same time, I went on to talk about, but you know what I want to do for you? And I spoke to the women in the room and I brought back something from my COVID days. I recreated a business breakfast meeting called Breakfast with Boss Business Babes. I invited 20 in person. I created a beautiful marketing piece, sent it out on a video invite yesterday, and got 9 RSVPs last night in one
Yes.
day. And the others said they're going to show up. So I'm like, oh my God, we're going to go out of our space before we start. So that's just listening to what you guys say, getting up off my butt and going to my first chamber meeting and meeting a lot of people. And I was also invited to be on one of the community boards for the district by someone that was there as well. They like my energy. So thank you guys for pouring that great energy into me and helping me to get going. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for taking action. That is fantastic. We can give you all the nuggets and we can share all the wonderful things to do. You pick the thing that resonates the most with you and you run with it. So way to go. Congratulations. I'm certain that as you continue, that will be successful. Miss Brianna Lowe and Boca.
Good morning. Thank you for having me. So, yesterday I was at my daughter's school. She just started a new preschool, and they have a mom's club. And it was awesome because I have an opportunity to get in front of a lot of new faces, learn more about the school. They were asking for volunteers for an upcoming event, and this is where I thrive. So, I was really excited. I'm getting involved that way, and I didn't have to say a word about real estate yet. And I've already had people ask me questions because they followed me on Instagram or they follow me on social media just because we're in the same, parents of the same class. So I think it just kind of goes to the last conversation and also to this is that getting in the room where things happen and being the volunteer to raise your hand and getting noticed first.
Nice. Absolutely. It's how you show up. And that's a great segue into our topic today on the Go-Giver. And I mentioned the page just because if you want to look at it, but there are 5 laws that are discussed in the Go-Giver, and the one we're going to focus on, which we've kind of already been focused on in the pre-show, is the law of authenticity. The most valuable gift that you have to offer is yourself. This law emphasizes that real success isn't about what you sell, the service you provide, or the skills that you bring to the table. It's about who you are while doing it. People are drawn to genuineness and sincerity. They can sense when interactions are transactional versus authentic. Now, in every business or personal exchange, you are the greatest asset. Products, services, and strategies may change, but your true character, values, presence create the strongest foundation for trust and influence. Authenticity fosters trust and lasting relationships. When you show up as your real self, including your strengths, your vulnerabilities, and integrity, people are more likely to connect with you on a deeper level. This connection makes collaboration, loyalty, and opportunities naturally flow. So instead of trying to impress or perform, focus on being honest, transparent, and present. Share your genuine thoughts and feelings in conversations rather than what you think others want to hear. Read the room. Build relationships on trust, care, not manipulation or short-term gain. Think the long game. Recognize that authenticity doesn't mean perfection. Sometimes your imperfections make you more relatable and trustworthy. So in the story, Joe discovers that success isn't about crafting the perfect pitch or image. When he embraces his true self without pretense, he becomes more effective because people respond to realness rather than performance. So the law of authenticity teaches us that our greatest competitive advantage isn't what you do, but who you are while doing it. So I say that's the segue from our previous conversation because without telling the guest on the pre-show what our topic was, we were naturally talking about showing up authentically. So I'd love to hear. So Vinny, did you want to comment on the law of authenticity, or would your hand up from Tell Me Something Good?
Combo?
Both?
Oh, yeah.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah. So I want to say thank you to the group, right? My friend Phil has joined me in real estate. He just passed his state exam. This is inspirational as he was going through the process of getting his license. And it also, I think, helped heal him physically. He's a little bit under weather today, so I'm thankful for this group. And he showed up a lot more transparent than I would ever be with his health challenge and what he's going through. So shout out to him. He's not here today, but shout out to the group. As always, I'm listening in the background, totally inspired. So yes, authentic self.
Thank you, Vinny. Eva.
Good morning. So I was on also Tell Me Something Good, but about the law of authenticity, it's very true. And one of the things about the something good is I have grandbaby number 7 was born this morning. It's 5:38 in the morning. And one of the things that you said, read the room when I'm introducing myself, if nothing's happening, I just mentioned that I'm either mom of 8 or I have how many kids, and then the conversation just goes. And just keeping it real, right? Just keeping it to yourself. And one of the things that we've learned here is ask a lot of questions, ask about them. People love to talk about them, and the conversation will just flow.
Absolutely. Congratulations on another grandbaby, and thank you so much for sharing. Dean Moss, what do you got for us, my friend?
Good morning. 7 grandbabies for somebody that's only 24 years old. I don't know. I don't think biologically possible. Hey, thanks for letting me share, Nikki. Good to see you again. And authenticity is fear for a lot of people when they're younger. If you remember back when you were younger, you wanted to belong. You wanted to look good. You wanted to be popular. And what you find as you grow older is that you could literally be popular by strictly being yourself. People like uniquenesses in you. Are you going to mess up? Are you going to say something that maybe didn't fall the right way? Yeah, but that's part of who you are. So never plan craziness too much. Just be you. Just a little thought. Thanks for letting me share that, Nikkia.
Thank you so much. I know, I tell my kids all the time, it's weird because I'm weird. Like the fact that you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, that's not what's weird. It's the fact that my child is dating. That's what's weird. Okay, enough about me. Kira, you're up next, and then Tulio is going to follow you.
Okay, so authenticity is my jam. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show up as myself because guess what? That is your superpower, guys. No one can ever be you. So when I say I lean into this because energy is currency, which I say that all the time. But I used to try to dim my light because, my tagline is your real estate cheerleader because that is me through and through. I'm your life cheerleader. I really want to see people win and it's genuine. And so I think when you show up as yourself, the questions just naturally come and you're just curious. So show up as yourself, know that that is your superpower, and like everyone else is taken. So yeah, do you, boo.
Awesome. Thank you, Kira. Tulio, and then Nikki, you'll follow Tulio.
Nikkia, when you were going through the list of things, I believe it was like what makes up authenticity. One of the words you almost stopped on was present, was be present. And I think that's one of the most critical things when we're with anyone, our clients, our children, our spouse, definitely our spouses. But I think there's a reason why the word present is also used as a gift to give someone a present. It's because you're giving yourself to them, you're giving your full attention to them. Look at them with your eyes, listen, take notes. Because y'all know I do a lot of script practicing and role play. I notice often with people, they're so focused on what they're going to say next that they're not present. And when you take notes and you genuinely listen to people, and then you can use the Phil Jones line, because you said this, let's go down that road. Tell me more about that. Then they see that you genuinely care about them. So be present because it's a present.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Tulio. Always the calm voice of reason. Nikki, you're up next. Bree, you will follow her. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning. Thank you, Nikkia. So what I've been doing to show up more authentically and just create deeper connection with my clients is just finding things that we both are interested in going and doing that. So recently, like with two separate clients, two separate occasions, gone to take a Pilates class with them because we had recently closed, and as like in an effort to kind of celebrate going to do that, and then like having lunch. That's one thing because it just takes me out of that realtor role and allows me, and sweating with people is bonding as well, allows me to grow deeper. And then the other thing is just taking them to lunch too. The great opportunity is after closing or dinner. After closing, if you don't have that chance, later on is fine too, because breaking with bread with people naturally bonds you. And I know that during the real estate transaction, 30, 45, 3 months, although we do talk a lot and I feel like just the breaking of the bread just takes the relationship to that next level and allows me to show up more authentically in the relationship moving forward, and just a little bit outside of just that realtor role. So that's my 2 cents.
That's so good. There's something about bringing people together around food, and you're at your most comfortable. You get to see people really as themselves. So thank you for sharing that. Bree, you're going to share with us, and then Ricardo safely after Bree.
Yes, thank you. So, man, when you talk about being authentic, and I often say that your energy introduces you before you speak. And if you walk into a room and your energy is low, or you feel like you have to be something that you're not, it's going to show like straight away. And I feel like if you have self-awareness, and before you read the room, read yourself and know that, am I operating in my, am I walking in my why? Am I walking in my purpose? Like, am I truly living, or am I existing? And if you can get that clarity for yourself first, when you walk into rooms, you'll know if it's a room you should be in, when you're in, if it's a circle that you should be a part of, and if it's energy that you should subscribe to. So it's being true and honest and genuine to who you are and what you believe, irrespective of what anyone says or tells you, and knowing that and walking boldly in that.
Thank you so much, Miss Bree. Dropping nuggets. We love it. Ricardo, and then Reggie, you shared something in the chat I would like for you to share after Ricardo, if you're in a space where you can, pretty please. Ricardo?
Good morning, beautiful people, and thanks for allowing me to share, Nikkia. You're killing it. I always told new agents, real recognize real. And if you're not being authentic of who you are, people are going to look at you real unfamiliar. So you can't go to somebody and just automatically say, I'm a realtor, this is what I can do for you. You need to go in there, add value, whether it's and it's not just for prospective clients, it's also for other agents as well. You're going to be in a room with, like, I'm on my way to a brokerage fintech event right now, and it's a brokerage that I used to be in at Carolina One in Charleston, South Carolina. And I know everyone's going to try to recruit me and everything, but everybody knows I'm not going nowhere, because it doesn't matter what brokerage you're with, but people know I am that person that they want to work with on the other side. So it's not just looking for those clients and being real with them. It's also looking and doing things with other agents and going to the networking events, going to the real producer events, going to your commerce, as everyone was saying, and just be yourself, because people are going to want to work with you because of what you do, not because of your numbers or because of anything else. It's you that they want to work with. Thanks for allowing me to share.
And thank you for sharing. Rock on. Man, we got some great. I don't know if y'all are taking something from today, but like, if you ever felt like you don't show up, or if you ever felt out of sorts, find a space where you are in sorts and just be yourself. And that energy that you put out will bring people to you. Reggie, can you come off mute and share what you shared in the chat, pretty please?
Okay, I tried.
Yeah, you did it.
Yes, I used that mantra that I put in there to just prepare myself to go out. And the real part of it is when I'm showing my authentic self, I allow them to I call out their authentic self so that, and then I welcome that authentic self. So I remind myself to do that.
Will you say it?
Oh, you want me to?
Yes, I want it on the recording. Please.
Okay. I'll try to say it. I'm in a public place, so let me.
Okay, I'll read it. I'll read it. You're in a public place. I'll get it. I'll read it. His
Okay.
mantra says, listen first. Share one real thing from a cracked place, not the polished version. Match their energy, not a mask. Be authentic, and you will call out their authentic self. Welcome and celebrate that real person. Yo, that's a
Yes.
word. That's a word.
It helps me.
And you just help all of us by sharing that.
Good.
You're in a real place. You might not be able to see all the screens, but there's a lot of claps and a lot of snaps. So, Reggie, thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Rock on. Thank you. Uh, Lenora, you're up next, and then Emanuela will close us out. Oh.
Hey there. Okay, sorry, lost that mute button. In any case, the thing I believe works very well is to pattern interrupt with your authenticity. So it's very easy for us to fall into a script when people say, like, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. What do you do? I'm a realtor. Like, pattern interrupt with who you really are. So I've learned that this year because people have been like, can I take you out for coffee? And I don't drink coffee. So I have started saying, well, I don't drink coffee, but I eat ice cream. And it like catches them off guard. They start laughing and they take me out for ice cream. And I think it becomes a memorable situation because it's not what they expected, but it's really who I am.
Nice. I love that. Pattern interrupt. Thank you so much for sharing. Emanuela?
Um, Thank you so much, Nikkia. And that's exactly what I wanted to talk about in story form. I remember a while back, I had gotten a referral from a friend of mine and didn't really know this person from Adam. So, I had a whole script in mind, knocking on the door, knowing exactly what to say. And she opened the door and I said, hi. We had a 5 o'clock appointment. It's 5 o'clock. Um, are you still available? May I come in? And she says, girl, I know who you are. Come on in. It took me by surprise because I was representing a refined self and was given permission to just be me. And so some of the hindrances that we have from being authentic is wanting to be long and wanting to be accepted. And so when you realize, when you do, whether it's some grounding or like Reggie does some affirmations and say, I'm worthy to be here, I have something of value to bring, you give yourself permission to be you with all the proclivities and all the shortcomings and all the relaxed self that you could, because you deserve to be there. So I just wanted to share that, and thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, everyone who took the time to share today. You are what makes this community great. I just want to remind you that the law of authenticity teaches that your greatest competitive advantage isn't what you do, but who you are while doing it. Go make it a great day on purpose. You've received your inspiration. Now go put in the perspiration. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Nikkia.
Nikkia.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.